What's up, everybody? We're going to be going over our hip technique, o-goshi, or throw. And when I throw, I'm going to not put Mr. George in side control like the intermediates did. The advanced technique here on this video and what we're going to be getting into are all the advanced techniques. I'm going to throw Mr. George, set him down, put my shin in his armpit. I'm going to do what we call a shin-in armbar. Okay? So remember, don't stand in front of your partner. They might be trying to grab your gi or hit you or slap you or something. So here. Come in, turn and look. And you see how I had Mr. George's hand right there? I've been talking about grabbing the wrist in the other videos. I'm going to put this hand down, and I don't want to crush Mr. George's rib too much. Like I could not have my hand on the mat. I'd be real heavy, okay? But we don't want to do that. Now what I do want to do, though, is I want to sit down, throw my shin over his head, okay? A lot of students are going to pull this leg out of the arm. You can do that, but we don't want you to do it for the testing. We want to see the shin-in arm bar. We know that you know the arm bar with the leg out. Well, you can do it with the leg in too. See, Mr. George, when I get the tap on him, right there, it doesn't take a lot, so be careful, especially if it's under the arm. If you can't get it under your arm, just grab it. Now, I got the tap. Mr. George needs to work on the escape. Now, I have to let Mr. George have this arm back. Okay? If you're going to do the escape, you can't do the escape if the arm is straight. Now, you're an advanced student. That means you're a red, brown, or junior black belt. So you should know that, like, okay, that escape where I push the leg off the head, I can't do that if my arm is straight. So, that's the detail we're testing you on. Mr. George, I'm going to give you your arm back. I did my part of the move. Thank you for helping me. Okay? He bends his arm back right there. So what he did is he grabbed his bicep. Sometimes in jiu-jitsu class, we'll grab the gi. Let's not rely on that for MMA because you might not have your uniform on, or you might have a t-shirt or something and it's not as strong. So now I'm like, oh, I can't get this arm straight. Mr. George scoots my leg off his head. Now he's got to do 2 scoots, 2 stanky moves. Okay, so he scoots back on my leg. He got it. Oh, that was a good one. Now he gets one more. I'm not getting that leg back. Now the white belt moves the needle thread. Mr. George is going to do that. Come up into my guard. Oh, beautiful. All right, so we're right back in guard, right back where we've been working this whole time. So I can do my Kimura guillotine, my sit-up sweep stuff, all of that, okay? Mr. George could also do his technique, so that's how this ties into our technique. So let's do one more time on that throw. I'll get the tap, then I'm gonna give Mr. George's arm back, and he is going to escape. Tap. All right, here's your, okay. I got my hand in. I can't just let his whole arm go back, right? So now he scoots off. 1, 2. Oh, it's good. Needle thread. And we're in the guard. Very nice, Mr. George. Okay, so we'll be on the mat now. I'm in Mr. George's guard. So everybody should remember the variations of the leg grab Kimura escape where you take the back, right? And of the guillotine defense where I pass the side mount. We're adding on to that. Okay, so we'll start with the Kimura. He gets my hands on the mat, he pulls me down, or he catches me being there, okay? I'm gonna go here. Remember the knee up, knee down detail. Put this one down, put this one up, step over it. Then I do the same thing. Put this one down, bring the other one up. Sit him all the way up, fall on your side. Okay, now, what I need to do here is insert my arm around his neck and finish with my mata leon, my lion killer choke, the strangle, all right? So get that rear naked choke in and squeeze. One more time. So George catching my hands on the mat, leg up here, sit him up, okay? Now, look, I can do this, but I like my lock to be on top here. Also, advanced detail. If you make fists on your rear naked choke, it makes it a little stronger. Okay, so I need to make my fist. All I did was make my fist, and that's what got the tap. Okay, you can do it with your hands, but if you do it with your fist, it's really good. Okay, now, the guillotine. Okay, so let's say he goes up to the Kimura, and I'm defending. Immediately, it didn't work, he scoots back, very good. Now he falls back. I go here. Now, I'm starting to shoulder choke him in the guard, so he kind of lets go and I pass. Now look, shoulder choke him and side mount. What you've got to do, everybody, is this. You see I'm not doing anything? I'm right in the middle. What I've got to do is I've got to lower one shoulder. That shoulder's on his throat. It's got to go down a little bit, okay? So, he goes for the Kimura, doesn't work, goes here. I start choking, he relents a little bit, I pass. Now, Mr. Bryan, when he was a white belt, in a side mount, always did like that to finish. If you're an advanced student, you can put your hands together. It's easier and less to remember. And I think just as easy to understand if you just put your hand around their shoulder. Okay, so Mr. Jordan, put you a side mount real quick. Get your little guillotine choke over here. So look, you can go here and just tap him. Right, just dropping that shoulder down. Okay, now, go ahead and get your guillotine again. I can put my hands together in side mount. And they're both really good. I say, a lot of times I see when people put their hands together, they're using their shoulder more. It should be the same. That's why I like this one. It's a little less effort, but it takes you being a little more advanced student. So if you want to do one or the other, that's fine. It's kind of just a little bonus detail, okay? So those are our techniques. Be sure you're able to add on, advanced students, and be sure you know those beginner and intermediate techniques and watch those videos as well. Thank you.